Thank you. The soloists in that last piece, it started with Ryan Fryer. We went to Izzy Cameron, then we went to Stephanie Schwartz, then Nikki Shida, and then over to Frankie Tobias Moskowitz, and finished with Chris Foley.
Cypress tree, I stumbled in its tangled roots, surrounded by the tree's forgotten leaves. My knees were bloodied, hands were bruised, while I was down upon the muddy ground. I dug my hands into the earth.
Our soloists were Frankie Tobias Moskowitz and Sophia Haynes. Our next piece is called Corcovado. It is in Portuguese. It's bossa nova, and I would like to thank Professor Jim Dragovich for playing along with us this evening. So I just want to take a minute to introduce the group, starting on this end and working across. This is Frankie Tobias Moskowitz. You've heard her sing a couple times solo. Professor and student Felipe Rondon. Chris Foley. Victoria Gonzalez, and this is her last semester with us. Nikki Shida. Stephanie Schwartz. Ryan Pryor. Professor and student Jessica Shertock, who is pregnant right now. You knew that was coming. Professor and student Ed Adams. Isabella Cameron. Joe Maletti, and this is Joe's last semester. And Sophia Haynes. We have a little flip-flop in our program. I know we have a different song next. We're actually jumping to a song called Harold's House of Jazz. So as Charles said in the beginning, this entire concert is in memory of Dennis Edwards, who we lost today. We switched our song order because the song A Time for Love is a song about living in the moment, remembering what's important, and never letting go of the people around you. And so when you hear this tonight, first of all, we're dedicating this to Dennis and his family who are mourning tonight. But I want you as an audience to remember to always tell people in your life what they mean to you, because none of us are guaranteed tomorrow. And it's so important to live each day to its fullest. So thank you for being here tonight. Our closing song is A Time for Love, and our soloist is Stephanie Schwartz.
For tender words
time for rainbow-colored weather.
Time of
Make believe
that we've been
dreaming
dreaming of. Dream of way a time for holding hands together and rainbow-colored weather and make believe that we've been dreaming of. As time goes drifting by, the willow bends, and so do I. But oh my friends,
whatever sky
I've known a time for spring, a time for fall, but best of all, a time for
Truly a blessing on all of our ears. Let's give another round of applause for the Vocal Jazz Ensemble under the direction of Christy Adams. While our next group prepares to take the stage, we'd like to invite you to continue enjoying the incredible concert season happening here at Five Towns College. Join us this Friday evening, April 17th at 6 p.m. for Jazz Cafe in the Upbeat, an evening of intimate performances in a relaxed setting. Then on Monday, April 20th at 7:30 p.m., we present a symphony of voices, winds, and strings, showcasing the richness and versatility of our ensembles. And finally, on Wednesday, April 22nd at 7:30 p.m., don't miss Voices of FTC, featuring some of our finest vocal talent alongside our studio orchestra. And now we turn to one of the great traditions of jazz, the big band. Bold, powerful, and full of energy. The big band sound represents the heart of jazz ensemble, playing where precision meets swing and individual voices come together to create something electrifying. Please join me in welcoming the Five Towns College Jazz Orchestra, under the direction of Professor James Dragovich.
Well, good evening, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out. We are the Five Towns College Jazz Orchestra. We appreciate you being here on this wonderful night. I'm a big fan of Count Basie, and if you're a fan of Count Basie, you know the album Prime Time. And the first tune we're going to play for you tonight is one of the first tunes on that album. It's arranged by Sammy Nestico, and it's a tune I'm sure you know. It's entitled Sweet Georgia Brown. We're going to feature David on piano and Damien on tenor sax. That was David on piano and Damien on tenor sax. When I was just a little younger than these guys, one of my favorite albums to listen to was George Benson's Breezin'. Yes, that was in the late 1970s, and yes, I'm old. We're going to play a tune from that album. This tune is entitled This Masquerade. It's a really, really interesting arrangement by Mark Taylor, and we are going to feature our lead trombone player, Ryan, on this tune. And this tune is going to be conducted by our brand new graduate assistant, Damien Saladino. How about a quick round for our drummer and percussionist too, John and Will. You may have noticed by now that there's a person in the saxophone section who doesn't exactly blend in with the guys. That's Professor Larry Balleru. Larry and I have been friends. We started becoming friends in the same relationship these guys have back in college. So we've been close friends, and we've had the pleasure of working together and playing together for well over 40 years now. And I'm very proud to say that I was the person who recommended that the college hire Larry, and I can tell you he's had a profound influence on the students here. So Professor Balleru, thank you so much. We're going to play a tune that I think you're probably all familiar with. It's a Sonny Rollins classic entitled St. Thomas. This is a relatively new arrangement by a gentleman named Michael Philip Mossman. And this was actually written for the Oberlin College Jazz Ensemble. We are going to feature on this tune Damien on tenor, Devin on guitar, and Professor Balleru is going to play a little bit too at the end. Hope you enjoy. guitar, Professor Ballaroo on alto sax, and John on drums. Before we play our last tune for you this evening, I just want to take a moment to, first of all, thank you folks for being such a wonderful audience. I also want to thank the administration of the college for supporting this ensemble. I'd like to thank my chairperson, Christy Adams, all my colleagues, but most importantly, I want to thank the folks on the stage behind me. It is so much fun. Actually, I should thank my wife too, because theoretically I'm retired, and I'm here all the time, so I need to thank my wife, Min, she's out there somewhere, for tolerating the fact that I'm here rehearsing this band. Yeah, give it up for my wife. I just want to take a moment, and I'm going to ask these fine folks to stand up. We have 4 members of the ensemble who are graduating, and they are our guitarist, Devin, one of our trumpet players, Elias, our lead trumpet player, Tommy, and one of our drummers, John. Congratulations, guys, and best of luck. Just a few months ago, the music world lost an incredibly great musician in spirit, and that person was Gordon Goodwin. Gordon was a musician who worked on the West Coast. If you've seen movies like The Incredibles, or if you've seen a movie like National Treasure, that's all his music. He truly was an incredible musician. He also ran his own big band. It was called the Big Fat Big Band. They were based out on the West Coast, and he wrote just a wonderful library for that band, which has trickled down to professional bands and college bands and some really fine high school bands all around the country. So it really was a terrible loss. And to pay tribute to him, we're going to close our concert tonight with a tune entitled The Jazz Police. And, you know, at the front of these scores, they always give you notes to the conductor. And in this particular thing, one of the things we talk about all the time in music is subtlety and phrasing. And in this particular tune, it actually says, resist any temptations to do anything subtle. So this tune is entitled The Jazz Police. We're going to feature on this Damien on tenor saxophone, Devin once again on guitar, and I want to give a special shout out on this tune to our lead trumpet player, Tommy. It's a super demanding part. Thank you very much. Five Towns College Jazz Orchestra.